Good morning, everybody. Exciting morning. The one morning, well, not the one morning, but this morning I decided to not go with Miles and Fancy to feed the cows. And we have a baby calf. The first calf over here for the season. We've had several over at the other part of the ranch, but first one over here. So we're gonna go out and tag it. Fancy, you wanna go? Come on. You gotta get it a little bit further. Cutie. Such a cutie. Hey everybody, so right before dark tonight I went out to check the cows, and we have about 20 head of cows out here behind the house to the north of the house here. Sorry. That are old cows, and they just didn't get to go to corn stalks, and they're really not all that heavy. Like, they're not in the heavy lot over at the other part of the ranch because they're very old and experienced at having calves, and it's not really cold out. So they're just kind of hanging out up there, and there isn't a lot of fencing up there. It just kind of goes out into the trees and the cliffs and such. So I went out there right before dark to check on them, and there was one clear in the heck up there all by herself. It's about a mile walk back to the house, I think. But I marched her butt back here to the barn because I wanted her in the corral, because I didn't want to have to go find her in the dark now because I wouldn't be able to sleep with knowing whether or not she had him, which I'm sure she's gonna do just fine all on her own. I doubt she will need me for anything whatsoever, but just, it's what a cattle mind. You gotta know. So I marched her into the corral. She's been out in the corral for a while. Let's see, it gets dark around 5. It's now 7. I'm gonna go out there and see if she had him, because usually when you bring something in, when they're all ready to set and gonna have a calf, and then you disrupt them and bring them into the corral, they like postpone it, they put it off. So then they have to get used to their new surrounding and quiet down. And if you're standing there bothering them, they can hold a calf in for a long time. So I let her off all by herself, kind of doing her own thing. Go and check on her and not disrupt her, but go see how she's doing. I'm betting she probably had him because she was getting pretty ready to have him when I found her. So we're going to go see. Find my big flashlight. And I am breaking the #1 rule of checking cows at night. I'm not putting enough clothes on. It's almost guaranteed that if you don't dress like you're going to be out in the corral for an hour and a half or 2 hours, then you're going to be out there that long. But I have faith. I have faith that she could do this on her own because I'm home alone tonight. So she's got it. She's got it, right? We'll go find out. Just me and my butts. Out to the corral. Ooh, the wind came up. Let's see how she's doing. How you doing? Is he okay? So she hasn't had him yet. And I wasn't going to disturb her more by curling in the pen and making her get up. I'm going to give her just a little bit longer. Probably 30 minutes. 30, 40 minutes. See if she can't get further along and see if... Because she just barely had any toes out. I'm breathing hard because it's cold out. She just barely had any toes sticking out, so... I'll go back out here in about half hour, 40 minutes and see how much of the toes she's got then. So she's making progress, but we'll see in a little bit. Okay, it's been barely a second for you guys, and it's been about 40 minutes for me. I got more layers on this time. By the way, these DeWalt spotlights, they're way bigger than just a regular flashlight, but it's a spotlight, is the best cattle checking thing ever. I've used a lot of flashlights over the years checking cows, and nothing compares to these. Because for one, it's really, really bright. Or you can run it on the red setting, which sometimes I actually do, which is different because it's not as in your face. And then what I do a lot of the times is it stands. It can stand. So you can set it on the ground and leave it on, and it's like a spotlight you don't have to hold, which is sometimes incredibly handy. Okay, out we go. Get a hold of everything here. I'm gonna see, how am I gonna hold this? something like that. Like we had him. You missed it, guys. Oh, looks like you did good, Mama. Is he okay? You better get to licking him off. Don't mind us. We're just gonna stand here and watch you for a minute. There we go. Back to the house again. She had him. He looks good. For her, I guess. The calf looks fine. I will show you guys what he looks like again in the morning. And I go out to see how he's doing. Didn't look like he'd been up to suck yet, but she had him licked off fairly decently. And it is not below freezing right now, so he will be just fine till morning. So I will see you guys in the morning. I think it's this one. I think this is the one we had in the corral the other night. It's a cutie.